A joyful Monday to everyone, and welcome to Coaching Think Talk. I am Life Coach Shaun, Joya, the man from Pasig City from Life Coach Philippines, and this is coaching for workforce management. And these coaching conversations are for leaders at work who are socially responsible, and my mission is to empower the workplace to create a mentally fit working environment. Thank you for joining me live today. Please leave your digital footprints by letting us know where you are presently located as of this very moment. Where are you coming from this wonderful morning? Please do tag your friends, circulate this video, and let's help more people in the digital space who might be in need of what I will be sharing with you this season. You may also give a shout out in there, give them some inspiring message. Let's inspire more people in the digital space. It's a Monday, it's the start of the work week. And if you are going to watching this on a replay, please do comment hashtag replay. I am streaming by a FB page of Life Coach Philippines and YouTube channel Coach AI-Connect. If you are new to the platform, please like, follow, and subscribe so that you can get real-time updates as we go live. Yan. If this is the first time you're joining me, if this is the first time you're seeing each other, if this is the first time that we're engaging with one another, I am Life Coach Shaun Hoya. I'm a professional certified co-actively co-create life coach, and I'm also a certified mental health coach. And I'm in my professional life, I'm currently a call center executive for one of the Fortune 500 companies offering global services and consultancy work. I currently support them in the area of workforce management. I support their call center operation. And workforce management is an art and science of putting the right people at the right place at the right time, doing the right thing. So that's what I do in that industry, and my tenure in the call center industry has been more than 14 years. I've been blessed to have been promoted every 2 to 3 years at work, and being able to, create better relationship, meaningful relationship at work. And most often than not, most of the time I've been in the leadership role, and that is something that I've been blessed with. And what I was sharing to you today is something that I've learned, throughout those 14 years, and how I'm able to thrive, and how I'm also able to help the people in my space to move up or to achieve their goals, to achieve their career goals, their personal goals. And this is something that I want to share to you. If you are someone who's a people leader out there who's wanting to create this kind of environment in which people are thriving, hop in. Welcome to my space. In my personal life, I'm a family man, been married for 19 years now. Coach Tin, you see her here on Coaching Think Talk. She also does her talk every 4 p.m. on a Monday, and she also does other engagement. So if you are someone who's looking for a relationship, if you are someone who's looking for a relationship coach, that is Coach Tin. So have a conversation with her later at 4 p.m. same channel. We are blessed with two kids. My eldest is now 19 years old. She's an animator, and my son is on his way. He's coming in as a senior high school. And he's wanting to be an influencer in the automotive industry. And right now, he is gonna invest on being an entrepreneur. I'm so proud and looking forward and expectant of what is it for my children. One of the biggest things that we've changed in our parenting style is we've shifted from authoritative parenting to coaching parenting. Yeah, and so that is where we're really focusing our attention on, because in coaching, it focuses on all of the areas of the individual, whether it be their IQ or EQ, all of these cues that needs to be focused on. And it's a holistic way of parenting our children. It's not just focus on academics. It's not just focus on their numbers, but it's focused on the individual as a person. And we are a family of creators and game changers. And this is something that I'm super proud of when I became a certified life coach back in 2018. And I'm continuing on and living a legacy with them. And this is what I want to impart as well to you, especially for the men out there. Those are the men who I continue to support in there, so that we can help the future generations be human every single day. Today, I'm going to talk to you about building a safe mental space at work. And why is this important most currently? Well, if you take a look at the space right now, especially transitioning towards working from home, it can be a challenge for individuals who stay engaged, who want to stay engaged, who want to remain fruitful, want to give their value in the space, and it's something that is currently a challenge for most leaders in the workplace. And no one in the workplace wakes up in the morning and jumps out of their bed excited because they want to feel ignorant, they want to feel incompetent, they want to feel intrusive, they want to feel negative. You don't wake up in the morning, or even your people wake up in the morning and telling them that, hey, I wanted to be someone who will feel incompetent or dumb or stupid, or all of these different words at the times, unintentionally our people would start thinking about. And this is where the challenge is on creating a space where people can innovate, people can start mastering, having a sense of focus and mastery, developing themselves, giving in their thoughts, their ideas. These are the things that is a struggle currently at work because people feel unsafe of the space. And all of these things I've shared to you, this is what Harvard researcher Amy Edmondson, who coined the term of this feeling of incompetence, this feeling of intrusiveness, this feeling of this negativity when people wake up in the morning. They don't want that. What they want to do when they wake up in the morning is to feel energized, to feel valued, to feel, significant, to feel that they're worth something. They're worth their time. The things that they're doing is giving the results of the company, and the company is moving further. And people want to do great work. This is what really people do. I mean, I wake up in the morning and want to do great work, but because of the culture of the company, because of the way that their bosses, their leaders, their married managers are also focused on other different things, we tend to lose sight of the most important people in our workplace. Of course, the first most important person is you. The second is your people, because without the people, I tell you, the workplace will not operate as humanly as possible. And when people at work feel that they will not be penalized for asking questions, they will not be penalized for taking risk, they will not be penalized for admitting mistakes, they can continue on focusing on how to improve the business, how to improve the organization, you know, uh, how to forward the organization. This is what Dr. Makheen Khan, a senior qualitative researcher, has shared on their research. And as a leader, we must build a safe mental space for people to express their thoughts, express their ideas, express their emotions, and this is what makes a workplace truly human as it is. And maybe you've heard this. What I wanted to introduce with you for during this session with me for coaching for workforce management is psychological safety. Now, you probably attended one of Coach Lynn's talk, and this is what she talked about: psychological safety. Well, I want to emphasize this specific to you as a leader. And psychological safety, this is a shared belief to help each member of the team and everyone feel to have a safe space for them for interpersonal risk taking. And risk taking means that they're able to engage, they're able to have a conversation, they're able to share their thoughts, ideas, all of these dreams, goals, and desires that they have without the feeling of, they might be judged, they might be rejected, they might not be in a space in which they're appreciated. And Amy Edmondson coined the term psychological safety back in 1990. So in the 90s, after researching medication errors in hospital. And this is what they found. She found out of the teams that experience few errors are not the one with the most experience. They're not the ones with the highest standards. Rather, those teams who are experiencing few errors in the work that they do are the teams who have built an environment in which they are actively taking or are talking about mistakes, they're actively talking about errors, they're actively talking about all of these different things because they want to work together to find ways to reduce them, which is called the psychologically safe environment. So think about your work environment right now. Do you feel that it's psychologically safe for you be able to express all of these things, to be able to share to you, to other people, or to your boss where the work is, how things are doing, what are the things that it needs to improve, the leadership style of your boss, are this something that's being talked about? And a workplace culture that is psychologically safe thrives because people don't feel shame. They don't feel shame about making mistake. They don't feel shame of asking questions. You know how powerful questions allows the people to open up their perspective, open up their mind, and also open up the heart for individuals to see things a much bigger perspective than what they're seeing right now. And they are not punished for disagreeing with their boss. They're not punished of sharing ideas. They're not punished on suggesting a new one, especially at times, I'm I'm a leader at work, and I appreciate when people share to me my blind spot, share to me the things that I don't see, share to me, things that I didn't consider in the first place, because I'm only human. I cannot do everything at once, and I need someone to support me and help me and keep me focused in the things that I'm doing. And in the workplace where things are psychologically safe, people are free to make mistakes. They're free to make mistakes and the interest of learning. This is what the mental model masterclass that Master Coach A has been teaching us for the last couple of months talks about experimenting. And experimenting is something that we all need at work so that we can continue on thriving in the things that we do. Now, there are 5 behaviors present in teams that exhibit a safe mental space at work. Number one, and I'm talking about behavior, number one is seeking or giving feedback is one behavior that mentally safe workplace tribes in. Giving feedback, seeking feedback, being able to see the blind spot, the opportunities, the challenges, so that the person can start expressing it, can start saying that, hey, I need help, I need support, I need guidance on how I can do better. So that is the first behavior. Number two is making changes in improvement. Is making changes in improvement. It means that whatever happens, you're not gonna stay in the status quo. Maybe what worked for you before is not working today and will not work in the future. So you need to make a necessary adjustment for you to improve processes, improve procedures, improve rules and regulation, improve mindset, improve behaviors. These are the things that we need to start working on and helping our people in the workplace. Number three is obtaining or providing help or expertise. Every one of us is an expert of something. Even your people, if they're new, they just got promoted, they are expert on their specific field or knowledge, which you can leverage on. They can leverage on. And when they feel that they're giving their value to people, teaching what they know, it makes them feel inspired and motivated for them to be better. And this is something that we can continue on and we can continue to strive on. And something that to look forward to. Number four behavior, as I shared a while ago, experimentation. This is something that I thrive in the workplace. Experimenting, finding ways to improve the process, improve the template, improve how we see things, improve how we report things. And this is how um, it helped me get promoted every 2 to 3 years, because I'm focusing on, okay, what I can develop, what can I improve. And making mistake is something that I'm okay with. I'm just going to say to people that, hey, I'm experimenting. This is something that I'm trying to figure out how to do things. They say that there's a calculated risk, and I tell you, there's no such thing as calculated risk. You will take risk and you will make mistake, you will make error, sometimes you will win, sometimes you will lose, and that's totally fine, because the more that you experiment, the more that you make mistake, the less it is for you to have, or the more is it for you to have an opportunity to be successful. And number five behavior is engaging in constructive conflict or confrontation. Now, in the workplace, not a lot of people likes to have this conflict and confrontation. It's something that they dread. It's something that they feel that, oh, I'm being attacked. Oh, my personality is being attacked. My character is being attacked. My values, my attitude, my beliefs, and all of this different things. And I tell you, when you start shifting that, and helping the people in the workplace that, hey, when we're having conflicts, when we're having confrontation, it's not that I'm disagreeing with you. It means that I don't understand the perspective. I have different beliefs, and I want to be able to understand it further. And that is where constructive, that's why it's constructive, because you are willing to understand and constructing things so that you see things in a different perspective. And conflict and confrontation, I tell you, is something that allows people to grow in the workplace. It allows them to be better in the workplace. It allows them to have a much better mindset, a much better behavior, so that they can achieve their goals and they can also focus on moving the company forward. Now, all of these behaviors will empower teams to feel safe. They will feel safe in speaking up. They will feel safe and be candid, but being respectful still of the other person perspective. Because the point here is making the person feel that I can share my thoughts, I can share my ideas. Because at times, my understanding and sometimes the word that we use doesn't align to the other person. That's why there needs to be synergy between an organization. And that synergy comes from understanding languages, understanding the words, understanding their understanding, learning how to learn, all of these different facets and different areas that needs to be focused on. And the focus and how the team can move forward rather than an individual, removing the ego, removing the attachment, as I've said a while ago. So at times, a person, if they're emotional, if one, we talk about trauma. Master Coach has been teaching us trauma for the last 5 months, and this is something that's being triggered in the workplace. And when we're able to understand that the person is an individual, the person is different from you, the person is different from A, B, C, and D, it makes the conversation far, far better. And when we hold our people to share their ideas, when we hold them to share their thoughts, when we hold them to share things, that bring of value, it stops the innovation. So let's not hold them, allow them to continue on and exploring, because that will r- stop the ideas from coming in, because people will stop expressing, they would stop sharing, they would stop giving reasons for them to do better. And at times, as leaders, as managers, as bosses, we can be so busy managing impressions and other people as well, that we would rather not contribute in ways for to creating a better organization because of the fear of being reprimanded. And I've seen this time and again, where people would just go in there, try to be defensive, try to be, super you know not really exploring, and they're not experimenting, which limits the ability of an organization to thrive. And this is where the challenge comes in. And if we open up the space of opportunities and building a safe mental space for people, it just changes the way it sees things, right? And before I continue on, I would just like appreciate, Coach Tin, Master Coach Yasmin, for joining. Thank you very much for joining me. So when you're doing this fear keeps people silent. When they feel that they're gonna be reprimanded, they would just keep silent. They don't want to feel ignorant. They don't want to feel negative. They don't want to feel weak. And when their leaders is someone who shows little concern for the feelings of others, this is where people would just stop speaking. And I've seen this time and again. The leadership styles of leaders affects how we build a safe mental space at work. If the leaders is authoritative or controlling in nature, it does not create a safe mental space for people to be able to share. Based on research, a consultative and supportive leadership style promotes a safe mental space for people. And this is where the power of coaching comes in. Maybe you've been doing coaching for the longest time, and I tell you, there's a difference if you're doing true blue coaching. There's difference with coaching. There's difference with mentoring. There's difference with advising. There's a difference in consulting, and we need as leaders, we need to be able to identify which one we're doing right now. Are you coaching? Are you mentoring? Are you counseling? Are you giving advices? These are the things that we need to take a look at, because people use coaching in a general terms. If you are telling your people what to do, that is mentoring, that is advising. Now, if you're asking your people what they want to do, now that is coaching. I've learned that a challenging leadership style encourages the team to do more and think more. That is what really it's all about. It's empowering people to think for themselves, to think for the business, not, you being the ones who's always going to be there. They need to consult you, they need to check with you. That is what not true leadership is all about. True leadership is empowering people to make the right decisions at the time. If they make bad decisions, then empower them. Tell them that, hey, good job. You made a bad decision, and that's okay because you've learned. You're learning in the process. You're growing because if you're not making a mistake, you're not excelling more. All right. Based on research, 72% of respondents reported that a positive team environment is when leaders are challenging the person to become better versions of themselves, compared to 27% with leaders who does not offer any support, any coaching, any consultation. And this is where it's happening. So what are the things that you need to do? What are the things that you need to consider to build a safe mental space at work? I'm going to give you, five. I'm going to give you five, ways, five tips for you to build a safe mental space. Number one, very basic, schedule more frequent one-on-one meetings. I tell you, these one-on-one meetings, these one-on-one coaching conversations empower the individuals to, open up their minds. It's just amazing how you see people start expressing themselves, start sharing their ideas, start sharing their thoughts, and you can help them navigate through it so that they can make the right decision. Be proactive, be intentional on the conversations that you have. Don't just go there just for the sake of going there, just for the sake of making the person feel that, hey, that you see them, have a meaningful conversation. That is first. Number two, ask open-ended question. And this is what I told you about the power of coaching, the power of life coaching. Life coaching is what I'm doing in the workplace. The power of coaching allows individual to open up their perspective, open up their horizon, open up their way of thinking, not just to be, in a box, but they feel because you are there to support them there, so they will continue on engaging. Number three is maintain and model boundaries. Don't don't disturb people when they are off. Don't disturb people when they're on leave. Plan ahead in meetings. At times people would call you on a Saturday, on a Sunday, people would call you at night. Now, when you're sleeping, someone would call you. Maintain and model boundaries. Maintain means that when you say that you're not going to contact people, don't contact them. Don't leave them unless it's an emergency. Not urgent, urgent. Master Coach has taught that there's no such thing as urgent. It's an emergency. It's emergency means it's gonna affect the business. It's gonna affect the revenue. It's gonna affect the relationship. That is the emergency. But if it's urgent, park that aside. Okay, that's only important emergency. Model boundaries. It means that when you say you're gonna go on leave, then go on leave. I mean, don't work when you're on leave. Don't open your laptop. Don't open your cell phone and send emails when you're on leave, because that's not, modeling behaviors. It's not modeling behaviors. You're telling your people that you need to be like me as well so that you can be successful and you can align. That is not what it is all about. So maintain and model behaviors. Number four is set expectations for meeting. Have an agenda. Agenda. I've seen people sending meeting invites out not having a clear agenda on what they expect, and they would expect that you're prepared for that. And I tell you, that is not what things are. You need to help people be prepared, mentally prepared in any specific conversation, especially during these days in which meetings are back to back. You can't even breathe, you can't even go to the restroom anymore. You put some 5 minute space in there, and that's totally fine. I talked about boundaries on my third point a while ago. Set boundaries, and that's totally okay because you are human beings. If people would say that, hey, why are you coming in late? Because I just finished a meeting, I need to transition my mind in there. And you're exhausting your mind when you're having back-to-back meetings, and that's not a good thing. So coming into a meeting, have a clear set of expectation. When someone is sending you an invite, ask them what the expectation is. What is the agenda? What is it that we need to do here so that it's clear for you, so that the people who are attending are engaged, they feel connected, and they feel included. And lastly, number five, which I think is the most important thing in all of the tips and I'm sharing to you, is start with yourself. Start with yourself as a leader. You cannot give what you don't have. Continue to invest on your learning, continue to invest on your development, continue to find a, you know, mentor that will teach you, that you can learn from that. You don't have to go through the process of the pains and suffering that this person had. You learn from it, then hire a coach so for you to know yourself. What are the things that are your blind spots? What are the things that you need to develop? What are the things that you need to improve? Because the mentor will, fill that space. If it requires 10 years for you to experience it and learn, having a mentor would shorten that for 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, maybe. A lot better when you wait for 10 years, right? And in coaching, when you have a life coach with you, it allows you to see things in perspective, that you can make the right decisions rather than, doing a lot of different things that's not giving value to the goal and the future that you want to create. If you are someone who wants to create a safe mental space at work, you know and you're wanting to take a lead and model behaviors, and you want to be vulnerable, it's important for you to see that you are also, it's important for other people to see that you are also making mistakes, you're also making errors, and that's okay, that's fine. You won't feel, small if you're making mistakes. That is totally fine. That's a human being is. And you didn't get promoted because you were doing all so great things. You made mistakes. That's how people grow. And don't just make things like a lip service. Imagine if your boss is telling you one thing and he's doing the other thing. Like, how would you feel with that if there's a disconnect? There's no synergy in there. So best for you to continue investing in yourself. So what you say is what you do, and what you do is what you say. If you are in need of support in building a safe mental space at work, you can message us here at Life Coach Philippines. We'd be happy to support you. We have a handful of training programs in there, coaching programs that will empower your people in the workplace to be mentally safe, for people to innovate, and for your business that to create a business that is built to last. All right. Thank you, Coach Marife, for joining and tagging people as well. Maraming salamat for joining me. As I end this conversation, let me invite you to be part of what we are doing as an organization of professional certified life coach. If you are yet to be a smart holder of the Be Learning e-card and still missing out the perks that we are enjoying, today is the best time for you to take action. Please connect with Coach Cell at 0917-586-1661 to join the Be Learning Society. It's a tent maker of the Be Learning Home for Mental Fitness. And the Be Learning Society is a facility that Master Coach A is building that allows people to have a halfway house. If you are someone who needs healing, if you are experiencing anxiety, depression, if you are experiencing mental challenges, this is a space for you to start that healing process. And you are going to support this every single month until we build this facility. And while you enjoy, supporting this, you also get to enjoy a 5% food and beverage discount from the Kappa Republic. You get a full access to the Mental Model Masterclass by Master Coach A, happening every fourth Saturday of the month. That's the benefit of a 90-minute free coaching session with senior coaches from Life Coach Philippines. So save the date on March 26th at 7:30 p.m. for our next Mental Model Masterclass, as Master Coach A will teach about the developmental growth mental model. For more information and registration assistance, connect with Coach Rosel 0917-586-1661. For individuals who intend to embark on a journey of becoming a certified life coach like me, Master Coach A is now offering the Co-Actively Co-Create Life Coach Certification Program. This is a CPD accredited course with 40 CPD units. And CPD is all about learning new things or refreshing your knowledge by doing new things. This is what makes the CACC Life Coach Certification Program the perfect track for continuing professional development. And life coaching is the 21st century learning experience that is empowering professionals to enhance their skills in multiple domains and thereby increasing their relevance in their increasingly complex workplace. The CACC course includes 21-day web-based learning, a 3-day live coaching bootcamp with Master Coach A, and a 3-day live business bootcamp with senior coaching team. And the program package comes with many bonuses. You see that in the screen right now. You get the Freedom Challenge. You get a 1-month free membership with Coach A Coaching Upskill Group and Circle, which you will have over 200 toolkits, by the way. You have a lot of resources there and learning materials. Plus, you will also get a 60-minute coaching session, and we will help you out create your, online courses, online programs. Connect with Coach Giselle, 0917-586-1661 to discover opportunities waiting for you in this profession. Thank you very much for joining me again every Monday at 10 a.m. Join me as I help the workplace in there be mentally fit. Join us again later at 2 p.m. for Coach Marifit for coaching for fitness and nutrition, and Coach Tin, my better half, at 4 p.m. for coaching for relationship. Once again, this is Life Coach Shaun De Hoya, the man from Pasig City for Life Coach Philippines for Coaching Think Talk. Coaches like us think and talk like this, and this is us from the Philippines. Maraming salamat. Labang boom. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.
As a business owner, are you overwhelmed by the need to post beautiful, engaging content every single day? Are you left wondering what to write? Tired of scrolling through stock photos that all start to look the same? Confused by complicated graphic design programs? Rise Up Creatives is here to help. Each month, we give you everything you need to create 31 days of social media content in just 5 minutes a day. Customizable captions, curated lifestyle photos, a drag-and-drop graphic design tool, and the ability to post directly to your social media accounts. No one else empowers you with these 4 resources all in one place. Each month, we help you plan your social media calendar by providing you with 31 image themes and customizable captions so you can quickly and easily create engaging content and grow your following. Simply select the image that works best for your feed or story. Then, copy the caption and customize it to fit your audience. 5 minutes a day. It's that quick. Plus, you'll absolutely love our drag-and-drop graphic design tool. Start from scratch or choose one of our beautiful templates to fit your unique brand. When you're ready to export your design, you can download, email, or post directly to your social media accounts. Here's the truth. Our world needs what you have to offer. Don't let technology or procrastination hold you back. Rise Up Creatives is more than an online resource. We're a community helping you overcome your biggest barriers to reach your greatest goals. We're here to help you rise up and be creative.